Hey guys, and welcome to my channel. In today's video, we will dive into my favorite language, that is Python. Python has many real-world applications, and it's not my favorite language just because its syntax is simple, but also its practical implications. This language is being used in every aspect of technology that includes IoTs, AI, web development, even creating new languages. So there's no limit to this language. And I'm pretty sure that Jarvis from Iron Man is also made mostly in Python, using PHP and other language as well, but I would like to focus on Python. So as you can see here, you can see like a little bit of program that I'll be explaining along the ways, but for starters, we'll just see how to install Python, how to install PyCharms, so that it will be easy for you guys to develop. I'll tell you the benefits also of this software, as it helps you in recognizing the functions and everything. So before we do anything else, let's start on the Python. Okay, so without wasting further time, we'll download the Python installer, which will help you to install the default libraries and will help you to compile the code, just like a Java compiler or anything. So to download that, we'll first go to python.org, and right on the top you can see downloads, and we can just download it for Windows. If you need to download for any other platform, you can select that here. The installer will start to download here. In the meantime, I can just show you if you need to know about this version, what they have added and what is it about, so you can just read it all on this website only. So now we have the installer here. Just open this and just minimize this one. So by default, you need to install the Python for all users. That's recommended, so you can't uncheck that. I would recommend to select this at Python 3.82 path. This will actually help you to add the paths to your environmental variable as well, which will help you to compile the code using CMD. So if you are using command line and your Python is stored in some other folder which is not added to the path, it would be difficult to compile that code and run it. So this would be a good idea to do it. Let's just do install now, and we'll just start installing Python. As you can see, like all the libraries and starter pack will be installed for you. And as you can see that it's almost installed here. Installing all this takes time. And this here is PyCharm. PyCharm is actually a software which will help you to write the code in a decent and a good format, which will help you to, if you just add some libraries like print, it will automatically give you suggestions what you are looking for, just like a Java IDE. So as you can see here, the setup was completed. And if you want to download PyCharms, you can go to the website here. If you just type PyCharm, you can find the IDE for Python. I'll link all these URLs in the description, so it will be easier for you to find. And just hit the download. And I would recommend just do professional. It's also a free trial, but community is always free and open. So if you want to try the professional one, it's good, but community is the one you should go for. And let's get on. So your Python is installed. So in the meantime, just hit Windows and R to get your run window going on, and you can just type CMD. You'll get the command window right on the back. Just hit Python after installing it. You should be able to get into the Python console. If you see this, that means your Python is installed correctly and everything went well. So as we all do for the new programming language, we always write hello world. This is how the creator of internet first sent the packet over the, I think it's for military use, and he sent hello world as the first packet over the internet. That's why we use hello world everywhere. So it's pretty fun. If you want to do like a calculation, if you want to just add some things, I'll just do 3 plus 5. You'll get 8 as the answer. This is pretty fun. And also you can do the stuff like I did here. But this is like something else. Okay. Now it's good to do on the CMD, but if you want to write a big code, a big program, it's pretty hard to do on the CMD mode, and writing functions it's pain. So to overcome that, I install PyCharm, which I already told you guys what it is. So when you open the PyCharms, you will first go to File and create a new project. So I have already a project opened. I'll just create a new one. Just say project test. And I always write underscore. It's just a good habit. And you'll open it in a new window. Why not? Just minimize this one. I don't need it anymore. Let it build. It's adding all the libraries and tools required to build the project, so it might take some time. Okay, so our project is built. This is my project folder, which already have external libraries linked to it, so you don't need to worry about importing libraries additionally. And as you can see, all the scripts that are pretty much basic requirement for this project are already there. Now, in order to create your own code, you will just right click on the project right here on the top, and you will create a new file. Now, every programming language has a main function, which is like the centerpiece or the startup point for any program. And we always name it as main. It's just a good habit to name it. So I'll just name main.py. Py is the extension of Python. So we always give it .py. Now, the first thing that we did was to print. Now that's what I was saying, like I wrote prin and it will give me an autofill to what I'm looking for. So I'm looking for print. I'll just hit enter. It will give me print suggestion. It will autofill automatically. That's why this software is really good to use. Now if I write hello world, pardon my spellings. Now, this is pretty much you need in C or Java or anything. When you write a language, you need to import the libraries and you need to do more writing just to print a hello world. So that was what I was saying, that it already includes all the libraries, and the language is so simple that simple print word is enough for you to build your first program. So after writing this, just on the top hit run, or you can select shortcut as well. Now it will tell you which program to run. If you have like multiple files, multiple functions, it will ask you which one you want to run. Now this is run the same way we ran it in the CMD. It is run here, and we can see hello world as the output. Now this is good, but I would like to take it one step further. So this is just a simple code to calculate. It's like a calculator. You'll get your basic additional, subtraction, division and multiplication all in one. You can play around with this code and try to improve it, give it loops or anything, whatever you like. I'll just give you a pretty basic one. Now for the calculator, I have already copy pasted that. I'll just paste it below. Just remove this. Now this program is pretty much the same. So we have written a print welcome to my calculator. Pardon my spelling. So x is a variable that we have defined, and in Python we take input using the input function. It's that simple. Now enter the first number. This is written inside the input function, so we don't need to define another print statement. This is the beauty of Python. In order to convert this input, which is by default a string, from this input function, we need to convert it into integer, because you'll be using x and y as the integers in the below clauses. So x is an integer which is being added by this input string and converted into integer. Same is done with y. So now we have two numbers, and O is our operator, which is inputted as a string. So we will use string to use the if-else condition. Now in the if-else condition, you can see that it's pretty much the basic like any other Java or C programming. Instead of else if, we just write elif. Now if 0 O is equal to plus. So this is actually comparing the string. If O is equal to plus, then it will execute this command, which is s equal to x plus y, this code. If it's minus, it will execute x minus y. If is multiply, it will execute this, and so. Now s is a variable where your result is saved. So finally, we print the result in the form of a string. So we don't want to print integer, we want to print a string. So we will convert this s integer into string, str. That's what I was talking about, the beauty of the Python, that the functions are pretty basic and simple to learn and execute. In this few simple ways, you can now create calculator, and if you just play around with it, you can create loops so that this program never stops until you want it to stop. In this case, this will run once. Let's try it run, and it will stop. So we are executing the main function. Now the first number which we will add is 35. Second number would be, let's say, 10. Answer, and the operator should be, or you can select anyone. I'll just say plus, and the answer should be 45, and we have it. You can see the code is exited now. That means we can't add anything else. So you can add a while loop or a for loop if you want to run it like multiple times. In this simple program, you can just play around with it and just do whatever you want. And if you guys want, I have another program which is odd and even, and I would be happy to demonstrate that if you guys want it. Just let me know down in the comments below. As I said, play around as much as you can. And also, that's it guys for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe this video. Smash the like button to beat the algorithm, and I hope to see you in the next one. Stay safe.